Hello everyone, myself Prashant Tyagi from Team Lexus and Company. In the previous video, the Environment Protection Act 1986 Part 1, I have discussed the chapters of the Environment Protection Act. In this video, I am going to discuss about the remaining chapters of the Act. So let's start our video. Chapter 3, Prevention, Control and Abatement of Environmental Pollution. Persons carrying on industry operation etc. not to allow emission or discharge of environmental pollutant in the excess of the standards. Person handling hazardous substances to comply with procedural safeguards. Furnishing of information to authorities and agencies in the certain cases. They are the cases in which information has to furnish to authorities are whether discharge of any environmental pollutant in excess of the prescribed standards occurs or is apprehended to occur due to any accident or other prescribed standards unforeseen act or event, the person responsible for such discharge and the person in charge of the place at which such discharge occurs or is apprehended to occur shall be bound to prevent, mitigate the environmental pollution caused as a result of such discharge and shall forthwith. Point A. Intimate the fact of such occurrence or apprehension of such occurrence. B. Be bound if called upon to render all assistance to such authorities or agencies as may be prescribed. On the receipt of the information with respect to the fact or apprehension of any other occurrence of the nature referred to in subsection 2, whether through intimation under section or otherwise the authorities or agencies referred to in subsection 1 shall as earlier as practicable. The expenses if any incurred by an authority or agency with respect to the remedial measures referred to in subsection 2, together with interest at such reasonable rates as the government may be by order fixed from the date when a demand for the expenses is made until it is paid. Power of entry and inspection. Subject to the provisions of this section, any person empowered by the central government in this behalf shall have right to enter at all reasonable times with such assistance as he considered necessary any place for the purpose of performing any of the functions of the central government, for the purpose of determining whether and if so in what matter and any such functions are to be performed or whether any provisions of this act or rules made thereunder. Every person carrying on any industry, operation or process of handling any hazardous substance shall be bound to render all assistance to the person empowered by the central government under the subsection 1 for carrying out the functions under that subsection, and if he fails to do so without any reasonable cause or exercise, he shall be guilty of the offence under this act. If any person willfully delays or obstructs any person empowered by the central government subsection 1 in the performance of his function, he shall be guilty of an offence under this act. The provisions of the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973 or in relation to the state of Jammu Kashmir or any area in which that code is not in force, the provisions of any corresponding law in force that state or area shall so far may be applied to any search or seizures under this section. Power to take sample and procedure to be followed in the connection. The central government or any officers empowered by in this behalf shall have power to take for the purpose of analysis samples of air, water, soil or other substance from the factory premises or other place in such manner as may be prescribed. The result of any analysis of a sample taken under subsection 1 shall not be admissible in the evidence in any legal proceeding unless the provisions of subsection 3 and 4 are compliant with. Subject to the provisions of subsection 4, the person taking the sample under subsection 1 shall Environmental laboratories. The central government may, by notification in the official gazette, establishment one or more environmental laboratories, recognize one or more laboratories or institutes as environmental laboratories to carry out the function entrusted to an environmental laboratory under this act. Government analyst. The central government may, by notification in the official gazette, appoint or recognize such persons as it thinks fit and having the prescribed qualification to be government analyst for the purpose of analysis of sample of air, water, soil, or other substance sent for analysis to any environmental laboratory established or recognized under subsection 1 or subsection 12. Reports of government analyst. Any document purported to be a report signed by a government analyst may be used as evidence of the facts stated therein and any proceeding under this act. Penalty for contravention of the provisions of act and the rules, orders and direction. Whoever fails to comply with contravenes any of the provisions of this act or rules made or orders or directions issued thereunder shall in respect of each failed contravention be punishable with imprisonment of a term which may extend to 5 years, with fine which may extend to 1 lakh rupees, with both. Offences by government departments. Where an offence under this act has been committed by any department of the government, the head of department shall be deemed to be guilty of the offence and punished accordingly. Chapter 4 and the last chapter of this act, miscellaneous. This chapter includes some points that are discussed. Protection of action taken in good faith. No suit, prosecution, or other legal proceedings shall lie against the government of any officer or other employee of the government of any authority constituted under this act, or any member, officer, or other employee of such authority in respect of anything which is done or intended to be done in good faith in pursuance of this act. Cognizance of offences. No court shall cognizance of any offence under this act. Information, reports or returns. The central government may, in relation to its function under this act, from time to time require any person of his state government or other authority to furnish to it, to any prescribed authority or officer, any reports, return, statistics. Effects of this law. Subject to the provisions of subsection 2, the provisions of this act and the rules or others orders made then shall have effect. Anything inconsistent therewith contained in any enactment under this act. Power to make rules. The central government may, by notification in the official gazette, make rules for carrying out the purposes of this act. These are the 4 chapters of the Environment Protection Act. Hope you will understand the Environment Protection Act 1986. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay tuned. Have a nice day.